G'day, ZiggyD here, and it's that time of the week again. It's time to take a poll for my next build of the week video. So, I know I haven't gotten the Blood Magic Bow Duelist build out yet, but I wanted to get this poll video out in time so that you guys have a chance to actually vote on it before I have to start next week. So, that build video will be coming out sometime over the next 12 to 24 hours, I think, something like that. It's pretty close to being done. I just wanted to put some final touches on the character before I give you guys the guide to make it a little bit higher quality. So in case you haven't seen this series before, basically I give you guys 3 choices of builds, and you guys pick the one you want to see me make a guide on. I'll give you guys some updates as I'm leveling at level 20, level 40, and then a final build guide video at the end of the week, hopefully on Friday, but when it's done, usually. Alright, so I'm going to do things a little bit differently this week. Last week I just sort of had 3 very different options, but to get some good class coverage, I'm going to focus on a different class each week. So I was playing a bit of Shadow last night on Monkey Dragon's stream, and I thought, alright, let's focus on the Shadow. This works out pretty well as well, because the Eldritch Battery Ethereal Knives Shadow that I showed off in the last week's poll had a lot of votes last week, so I wanted to include it again, just so that if people really wanted to see it, they have another chance to vote for it. So I'm going to give you guys 3 options again this week. The first 2 options are good builds. So builds that have been proven by high level characters. I'm going to take their build, use it as a guideline, and then sort of make my own modifications and things like that as I go, as I need to, and then give you guys a guide to that build at the end of the week. And that's if you guys feel like being kind to me, then that's the choice for you guys to make, whether you want to see one of those builds. And then the third choice that you'll be getting is the challenge build. Basically, I have to plan a build, and it's going to be one that doesn't really make sense right off the bat. So let's go ahead and look at the real builds first. So we have, again this week, the Eldritch Battery Ethereal Knives Shadow. This uses the spell Ethereal Knives, which is a pretty interesting spell. It's a physical projectile spell, so that makes some interesting things in terms of building a build. And Eldritch Battery, which gives you a ton of mana, which Ethereal Knives gets quite expensive once you put a lot of supports on it, so that just allows you to be able to really put that out. It's a pretty interesting build, and Ethereal Knives seems to be really gaining in popularity in recent times. So the second build is another one from Invalesco, by the way. Invalesco's shadow guides are excellent, so that's why I've chosen to go with these for this week for my good builds. So the second build is a Spork shadow. He calls it a BattleMage, basically. So it focuses on using the Spark spell with Fork. So just lots and lots of sparks filling up the screen. And also, a totem to cast even more sparks. Lots of lightning damage and crit damage, crit chance and crit damage, so lots of shock stacks and things like that. It's a very safe build and a good build for hardcore. You can essentially kill bosses without even needing to be near them. You can just bounce sparks all over the place. So that will be a good, safe, hardcore build. And then the unknown build for this week, if you guys feel like giving me a bit more of a challenge and really making my week a bit more punishing, a two-handed Shadow. Two-handed sword-wielding Shadow. So I played this for fun a little bit on Monkey Dragon's stream last night, and I thought, what about, this is an interesting build. It looks cool, but I don't really think it's very viable. But what about if I really seriously took an attempt at trying to make it as viable as possible? So this is definitely going to be the most challenging choice. I'm going to have to pick up any relevant health and survivability in here, probably focus on evasion, probably get iron reflexes and head down towards unwavering stance, picking up sword damage, life, lots of survivability and things like that, because a melee range shadow is going to have some troubles in terms of survivability. But it could be fun and it could end up being something interesting. So we have the choice of the 2 real builds, if you guys feel like being kind to me, and the interesting two-handed sword shadow. So let me know what you guys think. I'll put a link in the description below to the actual poll so that you can vote on it. So that's it for now. I'll make sure to get you guys that Blood Magic Bow Duelist guide as soon as possible. I'm ZiggyD, and thanks for watching.